Nice.
Bitcoin Liberty Live is back, episode 78. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. Yesterday.
Yeah, happy belated Bitcoin birthday. Yeah. Almost old enough to vote, dude. Good to go.
17 years old. You're almost becoming an adult now. We're so proud.
Yeah. Look at little Bitcoin go. I remember when Bitcoin was just a little tiny thing that only a bunch of like computer nerds would do goofing around with. And now look at you. You're a global monetary asset. Neat.
I wish I remember Bitcoin as a toddler, but by the time I met our little tyke, he was already running around and breaking stuff. But
yeah, I met Bitcoin right after he was born. Like, it's so crazy to think about, right? Like, I mean, I can still picture the websites I was reading, and I can still remember just being like, I don't get this. Like, this doesn't make like, how does this work exactly, and what? And like, if I had just, I mean, it's like a forever regret kind of thing of just like, if I just spent a little more time thinking about it and learning about it instead of just like being a gold bug, like, well, I mean, I wouldn't be here right now, right? I'd probably be a lunatic though, if I'm honest. Like, if I had somehow managed to hang on to like 500 Bitcoin or 1,000 Bitcoin or whatever, and from like 2011, and then became like ridiculously wealthy as a result of it, like, I think there's a very, very high likelihood that I would have just been batshit crazy. Like, I'd be BitBoy right now. I could be some sort of lunatic, So
yeah, I'm trying to imagine the psychology I'd have if through luck or sheer genius, I was in so early, and I wouldn't have followed the path I had to follow to be based and foundational as I am. I could probably be like, yeah, shitcoins are cool too, whatever. I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, and there's a big part of me, like, I remember the block size wars, and I was kind of reading on it because I had like a tangential relationship with Bitcoin at the time. Like, I'd just written that paper for the Banking Law Journal, and that was like 2015 or something like that. I was talking about Bitcoin in there. So when that news hit, I was kind of like, oh, this is sort of interesting. But as I look back on it, I go, there's zero, or not that there's zero chance, there's a high likelihood that I would have picked wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I could have looked at it and went, I don't know, this sounds more like what Satoshi intended. And I wouldn't have, like, I wouldn't have had any basis. And especially being sort of, like, not fully immersed in it. And if you look at like the way the New York agreement happened and all this like secret backdoor shit and all this weird stuff, like, there's a super high likelihood I would have been over there with Roger Ver going like, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'd be like a fucking Bitcoin shitcoiner right now. So,
Yeah, before in the early days too, when Bitcoin wasn't so fully ossified or decentralized and big, it was like, hey, there's still opportunity here to like fix this or
right.
make it work for everyone. And I get it. I would have been like a Roger Ver or whatever. Who, I mean, he paid a bunch of fines and I think is free now, right? I think he's done with stuff.
I don't know. Like, all I know is he was trying to evade taxes, and people are like, fuck that.
Kind of boiled down to that.
I mean, it's like, well, if you're trying to duck taxes, dude, like, you just don't do that, right? Like, I mean, people, I don't know, they get all bent out of shape because they think something's unfair or whatever. I'm like, well, the state is unfair. That's the whole point. You live in you're dominated by a state sovereign. So
yeah,
if you just decide that you want to like thumb your nose at the sovereign, it's a FAFO kind of thing, right? Like, it's on you if you do that. Like, we used to talk about this ages ago. Like, people are like, oh, I don't pay taxes on my crypto, and I fuck them. They're not gonna. I'm like, Uncle Sam's not gonna care that you had a moral objection to paying taxes on your Bitcoin holdings. Uncle Sam's just going to throw you in jail. They're going to find the shit out of you. We're going to make your life hell for a while just because you've decided, I don't need to report this. Like, yes, you do.
Yeah, you can see the vision of Bitcoin and where this is going and how the system will change and all this stuff is going to be fixed.
Yeah.
And then so you're like, yeah. And so you're doing stuff and then they come down on you or something. You're like, well, this is wrong. This is illegal. I could, you can't take my Bitcoin. Okay.
Yeah.
But how off fiat are you? And
right.
You live in America, right? Are you ever going to do stuff? And yep, it may be unconstitutional, but it's enforcement through, well, it's force. We will force what we need to do.
They'll send a tactical team to your house and kick down your door just to rifle through your shit. Like, they do it all the time. They did it to the president. They've done that very same thing to former and sitting presidents. Like, you think they won't do it to you? Like, that guy's got all kinds of layers of protection against the state. and he still got raided. So if they can do it to, the orange one, they can. It's like trivial to do it to you. So I don't know, man. Like, pay your taxes, report your stuff. Like Isabella, like she
Mhm.
put out a video. She's like, look, I'm going to violate, monetary export controls and monetary import controls. And she made a video of it. I'm like, are you like publicly announcing that you're committing felonies and then showing how you're doing it like that? Maybe don't do that. What's up, West?
Well, and so let's just say individuals out there have their own life strategy, what have you, and are gonna play the resource capture game on their terms. Fine, but if you're out there providing any kind of advice or hey, here's what I did, which I get excited about stuff. I'm inclined to do that or share ideas or whatever. But man, people who don't maybe do it the way you intended or do it right, or maybe you were wrong, or the government decides things. People can get wrecked or whatever, get hung up, hamstrung.
Well, dude, I mean, like, if it's like literally like those kids that go rob stores and they're like videotaping it. It's like, look what we're doing. We're committing felonies. Like, no, that's maybe not the best idea. There was a guy that got rung up. I think it was in California because he had tattooed on his chest a murder scene that he had participated in, and so a detective was like thumbing through like gang photos, and he's like, "Hey, that looks really familiar." Goes and pulls a crime scene photo. And was like, "Huh, isn't that weird? How would you have this exact image tattooed on your chest? Like, that's pretty amazing. What an amazing coincidence. I think we need to have a little chat with you, sir." And so they go pull the guy aside and like, yep, oh yeah, I was there and I murdered those people. Like, did you think that was a good idea to put evidence of your crime permanently, indelibly embedded into your skin for all the world to see? But that's sort of the same thing like Isabella was doing. She's just like, look, it's illegal for me to cross a border with more than $10,000 in bearable instruments. I'm going to do that right now on my little USB stick card thingy just to show you how easy it is. I'm like, no, no, don't. Like, yeah, everybody knows you can get a USB stick or a little fucking digital device through customs. But announcing to the world in a public forum that is
I'm doing
viewable
it
by
this way,
anybody.
which, by the way,
No, I mean, she just literally provided evidence of a crime. Like, if someone just looked at that and went, oh, did you just commit a felony by violating currency export controls? Okay, cool. We'd like to have a chat with you. Come on in, and it's like, yeah, I mean, they have to prove that she actually moved money and all that kind of stuff. So it would be
prove it.
kind of
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, but the fact that she's on camera admitting that that's what she's doing, like, it makes it a lot harder to go, no, I wasn't doing that. Honest. Oh, honest. Really? Okay. Well, it sure sounds like you said you were. Why would you admit to this felony if you just decided what? Oh, it's just for views and clicks. Okay. Well, let's see what the jury thinks about that. Because we have a lot of evidence that shows that you actually moved money onto that wallet and there was money on that wallet. And we're pretty sure that that wallet came through here because now we've captured that wallet. We've extracted the addresses. We've done whatever things we do. Yeah, we're pretty sure you tried to violate currency controls intentionally. So that's a $25,000 fine per thing, and you get 5 years in prison. But I got a lot of likes. You know what I mean?
I see Travis's mugshot. Speaking of mugshots,
Hey. Oh, yeah.
what I think about
What's up?
no video today.
Zero chance that's a Fed.
I can't do
That is a Fed. When I think about modern technology, current generations, everyone's online, public figures everywhere, podcasts and posts and whatever. Any future politician, leadership person who anyone wants to ever think about, you go click on them, you go grab their handles, scroll through all their history of everything they ever posted their entire lives. And isn't everyone just a weird, horrible person?
Yeah.
I think there will be a cultural shift in one regard where we're going to get used to it and just be like, yeah, well, they're a kid, or, well, okay, that was a year ago. I don't know. Go back and scroll through all the podcasts we've ever done and clip out a little section that without context and frame us as whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're cooked, but I mean, it's like the nature of modern presence. You know, do you exist? Well, then your history is doxed or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the legacy media were the only people who would be watchdogs for that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Like every Twitter personality comes along and tries to dox some like, breaking, new evidence emerges that Donald Trump is a fucking transvestite or whatever it is, right? And they selectively edit something and they try and. But if you have like 10,000 people doing that, that's just noise, right? It's just like, oh yeah, whatever. I mean, like who's gonna like follow every rabbit trail? They just don't do it. Just it's background noise, right?
Yeah, it is.
But if NBC is doing that, and then CBS is glomming on, and then ABC is glomming on, and then CNN is glomming on, and then Fox News is glomming on, then all of a sudden you got, oh, okay, this is a concentrated, centralized personal attack based on, things they said in the past. And then it becomes a lot harder to override that. But now all of those entities are becoming incredibly irrelevant, right? So I think just the ability to cancel people is going to kind of diminish. But I think the ability to rile a mob is going to increase. You see the difference? Like there used to be a way to do a concerted, concentrated effort to either prop somebody up or to destabilize somebody in the public sphere, like in politics or whatever. Modernly, I don't think you get that anymore. Like I don't think you're going to be able to marshal. Like just look how much they have to pay people to go and protest things, to get even a semblance of something that looks like it's a real protest. So they and the fact that they've been relying on paid agitators to go out and do this kind of stuff tells you a lot about like how diminished they are as a movement, right? So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens in the future. Maybe cancel culture will become just like a mob rule kind of thing, like
I know. Yeah, there will always be people that thread together the rabbit holes or tell a story that just the documentary effect is like, well, no, I saw this hour-long thing that reinforced it 10 different ways. I mean, it's real. It's real.
Right. Yeah.
And I think on the other hand, people generally are going to be like, what is it? Sturgeon's law. It's like 90% of everything is bullshit. It's just fake news. It's bullshit. Don't believe like anything. Don't trust, verify.
Right.
Because it's going to be noise everywhere. And culturally, I think, people are going to grow up in an environment where it's like, oh, you heard what? Like, okay, I heard a lot too. I hear things all the time.
Yeah. So, well, someone on Twitter or wherever said like we live in a post-truth world, right? And we really do. Like there is no ground truth, right? So it presents a lot of issues, but it also presents a lot of opportunities in some.
Yesterday, where did I hear it? Obama tweeted something about how, it's nice sounding speech where like everyone's opinions matter still. Like I'm pro free speech, but not everyone's basically, but truth matters. And basically we need to have regulation on the truth. Like the truth is a singular thing that can be known and we can know it like when we want to know it, which is like now.
Right.
So trust the science. There is a truth and there needs to be like effectively what he's saying is a government regulatory Ministry of Information or Truth. Right. What is it? The 1984 Ministry of Truth.
Right.
Is where I go with this. So we need a Ministry of Truth
at all, by the way.
What's that?
That can't go wrong at all.
Oh, impossible.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
And no, Ministry of Truth. We know the truth. There is a truth. It's not truth until it's blessed. And by the way, 6 feet, people.
Yeah.
So
what were you going to say, Travis?
I was going to say with AI, it's getting so good. Nothing's going to be believable anymore. It's just going to be, don't trust anything you see or hear.
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. Well, that's one of the sort of dual-edged swords with the AI thing is like you can also verify claims, right? But the problem is in order to get the AI to give you reliable information, you have to know what to ask. And so that kind of boils down to like all information campaigns throughout history. It's like if you don't know the right questions to ask, you're always going to end up in some sort of confirmation bias, right? Because you can frame one thing to the robot. Like right now, if you go ask the robot, I don't know, like like the history of money, like, please explain the origins of money. The robot will parrot the barter myth, right? Well, a long time ago, people used to trade things and blah 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 blah. And so because barter was too inefficient, but if you challenge and you go, well, hey, I've seen plenty of research that suggests that's a myth, and it'll go through and scan all the research and go, oh, actually, you're right. Yeah, that is kind of a myth, but it's kind of a heuristic that they use to teach economics. I go, then why did you tell me that the origin of money was this when it's not true? Goes, well, because it depends on the depth. We try and provide an answer that's going to match the tone and the ability of the user receiving the information. So we don't want to like overwhelm them, but we also, and I said, well, don't you think it would make some sense if you, the robot, would say, hey, well, some people think the origins of money are XYZ. Other people say that's a myth. So here's some other ideas that you might want to think about, right? Aha! I don't know. So
He is alive.
I moved a little bit.
So the AI provides a buffer towards that misinformation, even from other AIs. But if you don't know the right things to ask, then you can end up like supercharging confirmation bias, or you can supercharge like verification processes, right? So it's a weird kind of time we're moving into. I like this look, dude. This is kind of dope, man. Like, you should have put the mask on while you're at it.
Yeah,
I'm in a construction zone. It's kind of cold.
Come on, Guy Fawkes, man. Get that Guy Fawkes mask on.
Yeah.
I wanted the Guy Fawkes sort of like Three Musketeer style thing.
Yeah,
For my wife, I like slowly shaved, slowly shaved it down.
Yeah.
And didn't, and made it and kind of forced it, did the curl. And my wife shut that down so fast.
Did she
I thought
really?
about growing a mustache, and my wife was like, "No."
When she saw the curling, she's just like, "You're done."
I've got slightly curly. Yeah, when it gets long, it kind of gets curly and wave. I got flingers, and it's like, eh. Travis, you recognize this mug?
I do. I saw it. Yeah,
you gave that to me like 3 years ago.
Hell yeah, it's been that long.
What are you constricting, dude? Are you in like some undisclosed location? Oh,
in my penthouse that we're
boring. I'm actually in Somalia right now. We're setting up.
I'm moving to Georgia in a couple weeks, though.
Oh, nice. Oh, very cool, dude. Yeah. We'll have to talk about some more of that stuff offline. But
yeah, awesome stuff. Tying it back briefly to the white paper and Satoshi, thinking about doxing and people's online profile. Thank you, Satoshi, for remaining so operationally secure and anonymous, doing all the work you did pseudonymously, and then walking away. People can't say, oh, well, see, that guy, he's saying this stuff now. Oh, well, he did that. He says this. He posts this or whatever. He's a weirdo, blah, blah, blah. And basically, he freed Bitcoin from the personality.
Yeah. So, yeah, good for him.
And there's discipline, not selling, not moving.
And not selling.
Yeah, that's kind of the crazy thing. I mean, I posted a thing on Twitter that said, like, that guy with the crazy hair that was Satoshi Nakamoto. And he's like, I'm not Satoshi. Like, leave me alone. You're like, he's a meme, right? But I posted a thing is like, wouldn't that be funny if like on his deathbed, he's like, actually, I am. Like this whole time, like you were just using your own name.
Yeah. And they're not married, or the spouse, is in the dark.
Well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knows, dude? It's kind of crazy thing. Like, I don't know. There's some, people say Zabo. I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. I kind of lean towards Adam Back as being kind of the dude, but like, I think that's what, who is that crazy guy from McAfee? Like, I think McAfee kind of alluded to Adam Back being the guy, but
John McAfee's got all the personality for it. But
well, he said in an interview, he's like, it's pretty obvious if you just pay attention. Like, there's one guy that's British, then Satoshi used little British things, and there's one guy that types this way, and all you got to do is just put those numbers together. It's not fucking rocket science, but he didn't say who it was. But I go, okay, well, who's the British guy amongst the OGs? Oh, Back. Right. So it's like, I don't know.
His use of British English is so inconsistent and large. It's sort of like he was either familiar with that interaction, communication with British, or he was trying to
British.
fake it a little bit.
Right.
Or there's a couple of them.
Or there's more than one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
who knows, dude? But it's like just to have that foresight is pretty remarkable. Like you have to be a super paranoid MFer to kind of get into that world and be like, all right, I'm going to do this in this way and I'm going to be super secretive about it. Like that, like you've been thinking through like third, fourth, and fifth order effects at that point, right? Like you're not just like some guys like, I'm going to put some code out and see what happens. You know,
He registered the domain name bitcoin.org in eCash, I think. And all of it was anonymous. He did use, when he registered that, he used a birthday, which is unique and coincidental, but
yeah,
who knows?
yeah. Well, the world may never know. I don't know, man. But
well, and there's a certain point where any kind of evidence that might have existed is probably long gone. You know.
oh wow.
Like if he's talking on Bitcoin talk forums, you know, they probably don't retain the data like device and IP stuff on their users, you know, for 10 plus years. I'd be shocked. So there's a certain point where stuff isn't retained because, you know, you have to think about everything that he touched online could be potentially used to identify him.
Right.
But if you try to investigate it right now, it's like, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna subpoena for records from over 10 years ago. Like
zero chance. Yeah. Not going to happen. So yeah, pretty clever dude or dude.
The ultimate Halloween costume. He cannot be seen, cannot be found, free forever.
Yeah, the Invisible Man, dude.
Did you guys go trick-or-treating yesterday?
No.
Oh, I did.
You got kids, dude. Like,
yeah,
me going trick-or-treating is a problem, dude. That's like,
it's a red flag.
Yeah, that's all kinds of red flags.
Violation of his parole.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and we
trick or treat.
It's,
oh, what are you supposed to be? The creep. You know.
I love kids.
Yeah.
I keep an eye out for that. We have to send letters out to people we supervise to make sure of things.
Yeah. Like, don't answer the door, jackass. Keep your lights off. Like, we know what you're all about. No.
I know it's like a buffet, but stay in your car.
Well, it's more like Uber Eats, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. People are knocking at your door.
Yeah, so you don't get to play that game. No pumpkins in the front yard, buddy. No Halloween decorations.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, grown-up kids who were kids 20 years ago are now way into it big time now. Oh, yeah. I got a trick-or-treater here right now.
Well, for those adults, you need to go throw a party with a keg in the middle of it, and that's where you celebrate your little Halloween thing, right? Don't be out trick-or-treating like a G-bag. Like, it's so ridiculous, dude.
I was just talking to Robin about it before the podcast. Like, is Halloween this big in Europe? Or, I mean, he's like, not so much. I mean, it's not that we don't celebrate it, but I mean, kids do trick or treat. But I like yesterday, and in America, I mean, it's becoming this big, fun adult thing where, I mean, boy, the haunted houses, the events, the adult things, adults going, they plan for it all year, and they're super duped up. And I mean, fun and funny and creative. There's a real outlet there. Now, I hate to be all black pilly about it and stuff. Things like Christmas, even Halloween, the bucket of processed stuff that the kids come home with and all that. And in my head, as I go around, it's like, okay, I'm not some, cynical, boring person.
Yes, you are.
Okay, maybe I am a little bit. The kids are having fun and all this stuff. Yeah. But what I being a toxic maxi Bitcoin orange pilled guy, I look around and I see fiat, and all the sort of like. Now I love creativity, the costumes, the fun, cool. Whatever. Where people are getting out and there's church community stuff going on. There's things. And I also see the fiat, and I'm and it's not like, both my kids that participated came home each with a giant bucket full of stuff that I'm like going through going, we just got to throw this out.
Toxic. Yeah. Like, you got to be the house that's handing out carrots, right? Here's a pack of carrots.
Pick only one Brussels sprout, kids. I got a plate of Brussels sprouts there.
This is good for you. Like, what?
This is good for you.
Did you go out, Travis?
I just went out and got some prime rib. I'm still kind of disabled from my knee surgery.
Oh,
So a couple of the kids out of the 4 went out trick-or-treating with family. But
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have fond memories of walking around my little cheap Walmart fucking costume or whatever, and like having, like where the sweat's building up because you got that plastic mask and it's sort of like gross and whatever. But I don't know. Like my one experience with Halloween, like I had a girlfriend, I guess it was in the 2000s, in the aughts, and she's like, "Let's go to the Halloween parade down in West Hollywood, right? Like they closed down Sunset Boulevard for about 2 miles in each direction." Like right in the heart of the Sunset Strip. And you can just walk on Sunset Boulevard for days. And there's just thousands of people show up and, in all kinds of crazy costumes and whatnot. And I was like, absolutely not. GFY, like I'm not 12. I'm not doing that. That's retarded, blah, 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 blah. And she got all bent out of shape and like, come on, you're so dull. You're so, like, what did you call yourself, Fritz?
Like a black-pilled cynic or
yeah, black-pilled cynic.
Boring
Right?
cynic guy.
So she finally wore me down. I was like, all right, fine. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make like an awesome costume. I'm not going to go down there with like a, like a Halloween outlet, plastic thing where I got like a pirate sword or something. Right. So I landed on like, I want to do like a 17th century aristocrat, right? Like with the little, and the fucking wig and the, the cane and all this kind of shit. And so we went like all out on this, like just this crazy, like it was basically like a movie set version of a costume that we kind of cobbled together. And then I stepped out of the car and all of a sudden people were just like, "Oh my God, that's so amazing. Can I take your picture of this and that?" I had the best time of probably any Halloween experience I've ever had just by walking around on Sunset Boulevard and like I was throwing pennies at people, like, just tossing coppers. And she had this like big, huge ball gown with the little like hoop thing, and her hair was all done up. I mean, people like we had our picture taken more that night than I've ever had my picture taken in my life, like including all my baby pictures. Like hundreds of people were just coming up going, "Oh my God, that is the best, amazing." And I don't know, like it was just we kind of wandered around, and then her friends met us on Sunset, and they were throwing a party somewhere, and like, yeah, it was just like so much fun.
It's
like
fun.
I kind of like sort of transformed me. I was like, all right, well maybe I'm not such a curmudgeon. I still haven't done it since, right? Like it was just like one time thing. It's sort of like, and when I don't have a girlfriend, it's like I just gotta do things fun. I was like, ugh. But I'm like that no matter what. Every girlfriend I've ever had, like, let's go to this, let's go to let's go to brunch, let's go to this. I want to go to the tea party room in the moon. And it's like
classic.
Yeah, just constant like we have to always be doing something other than the things you want to do. It's like, yeah, but do we really have to? Like, oh my God, and they get all bent out of shape, and it's like
story of my life is like I've got 100 things I'm working on, but we got another like restless obligation to do for fun.
Right? Yeah, fun.
Call me boring.
Yeah. Well, like I remember, like Norcor put on the I said the word. Cut that out, Fritz.
I don't know. We're live. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're live. But anyway,
what is that anyway? Who knows what that is?
Yeah, nobody knows what that is. But I remember they were throwing some family thing, and I was just like, oh God. And I could just see all the parents sitting around, just like, their kids are just running around being lunatics. I'm just like, it's so much fun. Isn't this fun? It's like, no, it's not. It's absolute misery for everybody except the wives that are all like tucked in the corner gossiping or whatever they're doing. And meanwhile, the husbands are all literally just at the table, just like, I wish I had a beer right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that's where I met you, was like a Christmas get together. Well, it was a business get together thing, but for Christmas. But when it comes to Christmas too, I think a lot of the same things where all the fanfare, you can get into it fetish wise. The holiday fetish, people get into the Hallmark stuff too, and it's just like, do we need more reasons to do more of this, whatever? But I mean, having supervised creeps for years, and I'm not saying that this is let me just categorize that, contextualize that. There's an incorrigible minority of people for which we don't have the science to fix and who are broken and predatory. There's a lot of good people out there that move forward and do fine. Now, for those who don't, when I see people who like to be the Santa, or so the kids like Santa, and we're training and grooming the kids to trust some anonymous, weird, magical fairy man
With a beard.
And speaking of kids, but anyway, so she's been blowing bubbles here. So anyway,
Nice.
we go to see Santa, and kids naturally initially, my daughter here, first 2-3 years of Santa, it's like there's this instinct of like, I'm scared of you. Like, why do I have to sit on this guy's lap or be hugged? And then we train them to get over that. So now she looks forward to it. Santa, I'm gonna sit on your lap.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's got like, yes, kids. Now it's not that you should be afraid of strangers, but also
Be very afraid of strangers.
maybe it's okay to have boundaries with people. So
Yeah.
there's mom.
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, at the Beverly Hills Mall, like the Beverly Center down in Beverly Hills, every year they do Hot Santa. And so this guy is like some yoked out model dude with like 6-pack abs, and he comes walking, he sachets down the stairs, and he's doing a little like whatever dance he's doing. And there's like all these like super hot dancer elves that are
Chippendale.
like no, they're like the female elves that are doing like
female.
Yeah. So there's something for everybody kind of thing.
Right?
Okay. But they line up like the main like escalators. They shut down the escalators and they come down and do this big dance routine. And they're every year, if you should look this up because they line up around. It's the largest mall in like the western part of the United States or something like that. I mean, it's enormous. And there is a line of women that goes all the way around the building. Like they'll stand in line for hours just to go sit on Hot Santa's lap, dude. It's insane. So if you talk about like grooming people to do something, right? Like, I get what you're saying with the little kids. Like, that's sort of a toxic. I don't know. I mean,
it's adults turning kid stuff into fetish, which if it's just for adults in adult settings, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like when you're in the mall and there's kids there, it's like, hey, we're going to have a tranny read you the Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah. This is transvestite Santa. I don't know, dude. Like, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, but you're right though. It's all fiat, everything. It's all.
I see fiat and everything now.
Well, even the icon of Santa Claus, that red and white suit and all that kind of stuff, that's a Coke ad.
Coca-Cola.
Dude. Yeah, that was like because the actual like old school like Nordic Santa Claus figure is like a forest colors and twigs in his hat and stuff like that, right? I mean, the beard was there, but everything else was sort of like forest themed. It was like Hobbit themed.
Yeah.
And then Coca-Cola comes along and goes, "Hey, Santa should be that." Now everybody goes, "Oh, Santa's like red and white," and like, "Oh, your Coke ad," from 100 years ago.
Back when Coke had cocaine in it, and Santa was up all night.
Yeah, awesome. Oh yeah, well that's how he delivered all those toys, right? He's just
just having another
rails in the sled.
Oh, the good old days of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, what are you doing over there in your undisclosed location in the hotel?
Well, now I have to plan like logistics of moving.
Ooh.
And we have the Bitcoin Veterans Conference coming up in a little over a week, November 10th.
Oh my God. Yeah.
November 8th, I'm flying out for that. So I got that in the mix as well. So I'm basically going to do that and then come back to Oregon and then drive to Georgia for 4 days.
Nice. Fun.
Yeah.
You should just combine the two. You're going to be right next door to Georgia, dude.
We thought about it, but we need to get my vehicle to Georgia. So I gotta drive. I gotta make the drive. So
yeah.
But we're flying all the kids
right
later.
Which is smart.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to drive cross country.
And we have a couple big dogs, right? So we're taking the dogs, the car full of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll just buy everything new in Georgia. We'll restart.
Yeah, there you go.
Furnishings and
that's the way, man. This is the way, dude. That's the way to do it. So you're just prepping all this?
Yeah, just planning that. So we're shopping for a rental house to land in, right? And then we're engaging with realtor and a lender to try to buy a house because we want to get a house, pretty fast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that's fun, I don't know about you guys, but we always enjoy like house shopping and it'll be nice when we're actually there, so we can actually go and see it in person, right? But there's a few houses we have our eyes set on already. So
nice.
It's kind of risky, buying right away, but I'm confident.
Yeah.
One of those things like, this is definitely going to work out.
Right. Yeah. We'll just run with it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Right. So yeah, that's all
It'll
super
work out.
exciting, dude. Like, I think it's going to be pretty dope. I can't wait to go visit in Georgia.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to have you guys come out and, yeah.
Well, maybe the next Veterans, dude. We'll just bip down there.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys at the Bitcoin Veterans Summit, right? I don't know if.
I've been sort of flaky about that. Like, Fritz is going for sure. I've been sort of just like waffling because I've got to move too.
Just got to do it.
I know. I just got to pull the trigger.
Make you a deal. I'll buy you a whiskey.
Ooh. All right. So I don't know. I told Michael Jordan from the Bitcoin Way we were going, and I invited him out there. So I need to reach out to him because I'm really hoping he goes, yeah, we're actually going to be there. I'm like, okay.
We're running out of tickets for the range day.
Yeah, I saw that. You tweeted or posted that, and I was just like, are you going to go, Fritz? Go shoot?
If there's still a ticket available, I'd be happy to go. Yeah, because I'm going to be there anyway. And so
we ain't buying you no funsie tickets, dude. That's on you.
Yeah.
Are there still tickets available? Do you know, Travis?
Like 4, right?
I think there's only like 4 or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd like
like $150 or something. Like
that. It's easy. I don't know.
You'll probably spend more than ammo and brisket and eating brisket.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna spend a bunch. So I don't know, man. I'll just pull the trigger today. I'll just.
It'll be fun, but no pressure.
I know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's absolutely worth going. It's just like I finally finished building the wall in the office. Like I had to put up some walls and like that. I'm not a carpenter. Like I'm not a construction guy. So it's sort of just like YouTubing my way through it. I am now. Yeah. Like
it's not that hard.
It's not. I mean, and that's the thing is like,
videos.
Well, now that I've got it like a routine down, like, cause there's, my little mantra is like, you're not building the Taj Mahal, just go do this thing. Right. Mm-hmm. And whatever it is, I would just sit there and go like, well, what if I should I do this? And I just sit there like, like immobilized with like indecision because I was like, should I bolt this to this stud or this stud? Like some retarded, right? I don't want to hit a wire. I'll just sit here like doing nothing for 45 minutes because I'm worried about hitting a wire. Like, I mean, it's just retarded things like that. But now that I've sort of been through the whole process, it's just like, it's still in the back of my head. You're not building the Taj Mahal. Just go screw the goddamn thing down. And it's like, oh, okay. So everything's going a lot faster now. But initially it was just a lot of like, so it's finally up. I was telling Fritz offline, like I got the walls plumb, like magically somehow I got the walls plumb. The doors like work correctly, like they're not all binding and like swinging open. Like I got everything square somehow. It took, like some carpenter would come along and go like, Jesus Christ, dude, like, come on, buddy. Like, time's money here. What are you doing? I'm like, I know, but the door is a little bit like, it's like a 1/4 inch out here. So I want to fix that,
Yeah. And
yeah,
MicroSeed sponsoring the Bitcoin Veterans on the lanyard. I had to pop this up.
That looks pretty dope, man. That's going to be like my trophy lanyard. I got a few. That's the first time we've seen our logo on it. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's funny to see.
Dude. Yeah.
Hey, so since speaking of MicroSeed, I'm gonna play something funny if I can. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got some ads. I'll do a mid-reel here. Okay, check it out.
As a Bitcoiner, you know that taking self-custody is critically important. But if you've ever had a seed phrase, you've probably had it written down on something kind of like this. You can hide it or secure it, but paper burns, paper fades, paper gets wet, paper rots, paper blows in the wind. Paper has things written on it that might look important. So get off paper and get yourself a MicroSeed at microseed.io. Get the kit and crank out all the keys you'll ever need forever.
Not bad.
How fire is that, huh?
Dude, that was great.
Yeah.
How many attempts did it take you to get that?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Seriously.
It's weird. Daniel and I were talking about that, how you can know a script. You can be good, like as charming as we are right now live. You can talk.
We're pretty charming. Yeah.
Yeah.
With you.
We're good at this, right? And then I have a script and I hit record like I'm going to make something real. And I'm like, oh, where am I looking?
Good.
I had to do like 8 takes and then cut it together and still clean it up. And it took me like 3 or 4 hours just to get like the footage, let alone edit it. But it was like, why is this so hard?
Yeah,
Anyway.
and you'll get better at it too.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's a short one.
Yeah, I think they're great, dude. I actually really appreciate the stuff you came up with. Like, I think it's pretty slick, man. But
where's that going to go though? Is it going to be like on Twitter? And
no, that's our mid-roll ad for the Liberty Live,
like
right?
podcast stuff.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm looking at expanding things on this pod here, adding a playlist and a different thing.
Let me know if you share it. I'll disseminate it too.
I should just start posting some of this stuff. Yeah, I made them
Most out of it.
I made them this week, and this weekend I'm aiming on like, okay, where do I put these now? But I've got a 2-minute long version, a longer one, couple of 1-minute longs, and then like 5 30-second versions. So
yeah. I'll have something to share with you guys after offline.
Nice.
I did something similar, and so I kind of know I got a taste of what you ran into.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's hard. As soon as you know it's like recording, you're going, and or you're reading if you had,
or you review it and you're like, what? My eyes are a little off. Like, I'm obviously looking at something, not the screen.
Yeah, not this.
Am I looking at the camera? Like for mine, I was looking at my video at myself, not even reading a script, just saying what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized my eyes are sideways from the camera, and it looks like I am reading or being weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, but
there's a lot of sneakery involved. Like I was showing Fritz this thing. I got this little thing off Amazon. It's a teleprompter, right? So you kind of pop this over the top of your camera, and then it projects the screen right here. So you can actually like look at the camera and still see what's going on the screen. You can read like comments, or you can read a script or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, but I've also found out like when I tried to use it, it's like reading off a teleprompter is not like just a thing you do. Like that's something you practice, right? Like you don't just get to go like, hey, I'm just naturally talking to the camera while I'm reading a thing. It's like
that's a skill for sure.
Sometimes you like to buy things on the internet. And when
you suck at reading, that's a huge barrier.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
and I'm pretty good at reading.
I'm great at reading. I can read just fine until I do it out loud in front of a camera off a teleprompter. It's kind of moving at a pace that I'm not, there's like a little remote where you can kind of control the pace of it, but then trying to make it sound natural. So you're not just like, oh my God, dude. So yeah, like those news people all sound the same for a reason, because they practically go to school to just be like, hey, how you doing? And later on tonight, we're going to see why puppies are the new thing that the rich people are using. Stay tuned. Right.
There's a lot you see on camera, on TV, that when it's on it's in a movie or a show, it looks like that's normal. But if you imagine, no, this is real. Okay, they're psychodramatic like nuts. They're standing this far apart from each other, talking to each other like this. They're talking in ways that if this was real life, you'd be like, are you okay?
Yeah, right.
But on TV, if they're normal, you're like, okay, what else is on?
Yeah. It's weird, man. Like, well, what you just pointed out, like if you watch any close up in a movie or something like that, like people are literally like this far apart, and like, just imagine like walking up to Travis and just being like, hey, Travis, how's it going? So I've noticed that you'd just be like, dude, like, give me some space here, man. Respect the bubble, bro. Right. But, you can actually see, like, if you look closely, like some of these actors, you can always almost see them subconsciously kind of pulling away from the person, because it's so uncomfortable to be in someone's face like that, because that's like a hostile act. Like the only time you ever do that to somebody is when you're about to doink them or you're about to punch them. Right. So it's like, so you're in this very like strange space of just like, are we going to do this?
Yeah.
But let's just have a conversation about milk or whatever, so it's like kind of a weird.
Actors have got to be master of the breath mint or something.
Oh yeah, dude. You show up without a breath mint, you're in all kinds of trouble. You're like, dude.
Yeah. I'm trying to read my lines and I can smell you.
Well, there's this show I worked on like 100 years ago. And I think it was Jenna Elfman was the star. And I remember I was watching like one of the edits, it's just like I had just loaded a tape, and it was so the guy could, assemble it into the show. And there's a scene where she was like leaned over on this table and she was like talking to this guy, and he was like the romantic love interest in the show. And I was just like, man, I wish a chick would look at me like that. Like, that's amazing. And then they said cut, and she was just like, meh. It's just like they absolutely hate each other on set, dude. But like watching that like I bought it. Like I was like, oh man, wow, what a. And then she was just like, nope, get away. And that guy was like, fuck this. Like they just like, it was like break done. Like no, like all the magic gone, all the little like, and just it just went straight back to like the stress and just like hatred towards the other person. Like they didn't get along at all. And you would never would have known it, I mean, it was like this. They pulled off like this perfect little scene while they hate each other. So it's sort of, they're kind of a strange breed. Like to be able to pull that off is not a normal human trait. I don't think.
What
I mean?
What you're making for the public that they believe is real is all fake.
Yeah, all of it, dude.
I'm like that. So like with Bitcoin, I can be going through my day or doing my salt mine type work, and I'll just kind of be like, and sort of like a newscaster who like shows up to the press booth or whatever it is, and they're a normal person, whatever. They sit down, how's your day, sipping their coffee, okay, what are we reading, okay, then the camera's on, it's like, good morning, we're talking about da-da-da. And so for me, my day can be like that, and then someone approaches and mentions the word Bitcoin, and I'll be like, oh, I'm live now. Yeah. Let's talk about Bitcoin. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, I guess as I think about it, like think about how many times you're in a meeting or something like that, and you're just like you hate everybody in the meeting. You're just like, hey, yeah, oh, that's great. Oh, what a great point, Tom. Thanks for telling us all about your thoughts on football during this meeting about the budget. Really appreciate it. Love the analogy. You're a great guy, Tom. Fucking go, and then you gotta like muscle through it. So maybe we're all actors somewhere, right?
Here's where I restrain myself at many of those meetings. So it is about money, say it's about budget, it's about grants, it's about everything. And I want to in the back, I have a cognitive dissonance about everything, but in the back of my mind on a little dark shelf that I will not turn and look at or speak to, I'm thinking like, where is the money coming from for all of this? Right. Where is this money come from? Follow the money.
Right.
Where was it born? Where did it trickle down? How did it get over here? How might it come to us? What is that?
Right.
Meanwhile, it's like, yes, let's apply for more money, spend more money. We all know it grows on trees. Right. That's a given. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everyone knows money grows on tree. There's an unlimited supply. As long as we just put our hands out and ask for more, we will get it. No repercussions here.
Right.
Please, daddy, mommy, give us more money. We will spend it.
Yeah, we promise.
Because we are making the world a better place. Let's spend more money, please.
Yeah. Like
anyway, I said too much already.
There's no incentive to like cut it down, right? Like if you do things appropriately and you preserve budgets and you have a surplus, they go, oh, give us that back, So like your incentive is always to expand your budget, to expand your needs. And it's like a never ending cycle. That's why these governments get so bloated, because there's just, there's no market incentive there. So it just kind of breaks everything, but I don't know. Well, two of us have escaped that trap. Fritz?
Yes, it's a work in progress. And my transition is just wholly dependent on, well, so here's the thing. I shouldn't get over complicated about it. I have entanglements. I've got like,
yeah, you're in the matrix, dude.
I'm in the matrix, and my matrix involves family. I have family and lifestyle. If it was just me and I was like a free entity and I had worked my way towards being that sovereign individual, I would just be like, I can do whatever the hell I want. I could live in a box. I could move. I could live in an office, a dark office with walls. I'll live there on a cot. And my love and passion in life would be producing and building stuff like the autist that I am. Along the road of life, I got married and had kids and have parents I talk to.
So, right. Life happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Yeah.
Anyway, it's all good. And at the same time, any transition I make, as I've spoken on on other podcasts or on this one, everyone's situation is different, and you have this image of the escape hatch and being free. That gets complicated when all of your life familiarity and entanglements are quite fiat. I'm not saying family's fiat. I'm saying family and a mortgage or whatever, your job that you have that you're like needing for affording family or things you do as family. It's such fiat. And
Oh
so
yeah. Well, that's how you get on the hamster wheel, right? That's how you get well, that's what it's designed for, right? It's like it's designed for maximal extraction and maximal productivity. Like those are the, like the Fed says we want to maximize employment and minimize whatever the other, their dual mandate, whatever it is. But if you kind of parse that out and you go, what's that mean? Like we want to maximize the number of people that are producing goods so we can extract those resources from them, and there's more resources for us to extract. And we want to encourage them to keep doing that. So that's why we're here, And so they kind of say it up front, but yet.
Yeah, and imagine how successful that life formula would be if the money had never been debased and all of the benefit we received from growth and productivity and technology and innovation. Imagine if that landed squarely on the people, how good life could be. Instead, we've not only has productivity and growth exploded, it's been diluted so harshly. It's like we're getting the remnants of some of that. But
well, that's the whole thing is like, well, it doesn't benefit the sovereign for you to get more stuff, right? Like if you're a farmer and you have a bunch of chickens on your farm, the best thing you can do is get your chickens as fat as possible while giving them as little as possible, right? And that's the same thing if you're in a fiat farm. The best thing you can do is get your people to produce as many things as possible while giving them as little stuff as possible back. So if you can dilute them into that through trickery or deceit, then it's kind of like a smart strategy, right? Like if you could just inflate your chicken's feed by adding sawdust and the chickens just keep eating it and they keep getting fatter and they keep producing eggs, you're kind of like, hey, this is a win for me. I don't have to spend as much on feed and I still get all the meat and eggs I need. So perfect. And I think that's kind of the fiat system. Like the idea that somehow the sovereign is just going to become this benign, benevolent thing. That's like, oh, let's make sure all the chickens are happy too. We don't care if like the meat and eggs we can extract goes down. We just want to make sure it's fair for everybody. And we just want as many chickens as possible not producing eggs anymore because they're all, satisfied. You go, that doesn't help me as a sovereign. I need you to keep doing things. So that's how I get power. That's how I stay in power, is by you producing things for me. So if I make it so you don't have to produce things because you've saved up so many things, that's no good. So let's make sure that we try and keep it at a balance where you work until you die. That's the ideal for the sovereign. And you produce and you are productive and you make things the sovereign can use and take right up until the moment you work yourself into a grave. And then they go, perfect, awesome. And now we get to cut off your benefits too. Sweet. Okay. Next, like give me my next chicken. Give me my next fiat animal to farm.
yeah, and the chickens would notice if you walked out there with the prime, pristine chicken feed and you poured it out in the trough in front of them. And then in front of them, you poured in all the sawdust and mixed it together. And then you added all this water and diluted it and made it all milky water. And you stirred that up in front of them and then said, okay, there you go. And
Right.
they'd be like, wait a sec, this is crap.
Yeah.
Instead, you do all that in the barn and then you walk out and you provide it as a subscription service society. You pay monthly. It's actually, you don't get what you get until it's already been diluted.
Right.
So you don't even notice. It's just like, oh, I got paid. Yep. The amount adds up. It's the same amount.
Yeah.
Good.
Sweet. Peck. I'll keep going. Yay.
This is what chicken feed is.
Yeah. And
sawdust.
Yeah, exactly. But that's exactly what paper money is. But essentially that's what gold money is too. I mean, they do the same thing with gold. So, it's, I don't know, man. Bitcoin is an escape hatch, not because it becomes a monetary unit. It becomes an escape hatch because it's property that can't be seized, right? That's my thesis. So I'll stick to that. Me and Travis can duke it out over that. Maybe during the veterans.
I'm waiting for your book.
Oh yeah. Book
when is it going to be done?
Oh God, dude. I'm guessing it'll probably take me another month or two to finish writing it. But,
wow.
Yeah. We can hash it out at the Bitcoin Veterans Summit too.
Yeah.
Maybe your book will diverge.
I don't think so.
Like, oh, you know what? Barter
I don't think
is an
so.
issue. Barter is an issue.
I don't know, man. I've spent a lot of time thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see what the book says. It's one of those things like I kind of look at it and go, I think this is kind of a novel, unique approach to the origins of money. And that's also, recognizing that like I'm not a PhD economist that writes for the New York Times and, can publish something and people pay attention. Like I'm just some fucking dork who's like stacking Bitcoin and doing podcasts. So, the
You're
reach of the book,
a smart chicken.
I'm a smart chicken. Yeah, so far. Well, we'll see. Maybe the book will come out and people are like, this guy's a
You're
moron.
armed. You're organizing with other chickens, and you're using
That's true.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's very true. I am the resistance chicken. Come take my eggs from my cold, dead claws. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's all good. Well, Nashville's coming up. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
Got
I'll be
anything
flying
else?
there on the 8th.
Yeah, I think I'll go on the 9th, probably.
I'll have time, free time on the 9th to hang out.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be fun, dude. I'll take you up on that whiskey.
We can go do some drinking, go fight some cops, etc.
Yeah, like duke it out with filth. Never take me alive, coppers. Boop, boop, boop.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be good. I might just go play golf though, so I might show up there and you won't see me until the range day.
Nice.
Where's the other guy? Oh, he's I don't know. He had a meeting today or something. He said something about a meeting. Oh, I'll be out there like.
Travis, offhand, do you know some folks coming? Let's see, Dan, Michael Jordan might be coming. Bitcoin Way.
I hope. I got to reach out. I got to ask him. I invited him and that other guy we met in Vegas.
Bitcoin Veterans Summit 2025. I was just.
Yeah, a lot of the speaker announcements have gone out. But
nice.
Yeah, wide range of people.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm now looking forward to it. I'm ready. I've
good.
All right, here we go.
He's coming. It's official.
I'll take care of that today. Oh, God.
All right, it'll be fun. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
The room at the Moxie, it's closest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But don't do the downtown Moxie.
No, not the downtown. I saw that. I was very careful to map it and get it right because the one you were recommending is like literally a 6-minute walk, dude. It's like
you can walk it drunk.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get drunk. So how about that?
I mean, neither.
All right. On that note,
approaching an hour. It's been a good show. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. 17 years old. Next year you'll be an adult.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin will have blown apart fiat even more. The great realignment will have continued, and the train will have picked up speed, and no stopping it. So
yeah. All right.
See y'all,
everybody. Have a good one.